So guys, welcome back to the channel CAD Comrade, and in today's video we're going to learn about the basics of AutoCAD. So one of my subscribers asked to make this video, so here I am. So first, this is the first part of the basics of AutoCAD. I also made a video on AutoCAD for beginners, but that is on a very broad scale and just a vague introduction to AutoCAD. So this is focused on the basics of AutoCAD, starting from this drawing box. So let's start with when you open AutoCAD. I'll not teach you how to open AutoCAD and that all. I'm considering that you know that stuff. And we are starting with the basics of our AutoCAD, and that starts with this drawing command, which is the most basic that you should know if you want to run this software efficiently, effectively, and nicely. Okay, so let's start with the first command, which is the line command. This is the line command. The shortcut for is L. Talking about that, the line command is the most basic command in AutoCAD. That anything that you want to draw, stating from anything, a floor plan or a section or an elevation or any weird shape like I'm doing it right now, you should know the line command is very important. Okay, so as I told, the shortcut command for line is L, enter. And in this command the lines are all individual. Okay, so this all lines are individual, and as you can see, this all are in different angles. So what if you want to draw straight 90-degree lines? So for that you have to select or turn on this option right over here, which is known as the ortho mode. When you turn on the ortho mode, then you press L, enter, and then you start drawing lines. Then the software will only make 90-degree perpendicular lines in the software, which is very helpful for when you are drawing a floor plan or a structure plan or civil plan. Anything that you are drawing or using AutoCAD for, this is the option. When you turn on, it will be like then it will only draw lines on 90-degree angles. So the next command, which is the polyline command. So what is the polyline command and how it is different from the line command is that this will now generate continuous lines. So as you can see, I'm drawing a shape over here, or let's say I'm making a floor plan over here. So what will it do is this will create a closed loop, and this will make a continuous set of line, which is known as polyline. As the word says, it is a polyline, so it is a continuous lines. So this is what the basic command of polyline is. You can also draw shapes turning off the ortho, which is right under here, as you can see on my mouse pointer, which is right over here. And the shortcut for the polyline is PL, enter. So what happens with this is that it will now create a line in any different angles, but all joined together, and this is as a continuous line and not like this, not like the single line. So I prefer using the polyline for making of my all the plans and sections, elevation, working drawings, this and that. So I just prefer you using polyline, but that also I learned it in the hard way. So this the video is here for you to learn it in the best way that you could. Correct. So let's go on to the next command, which is the circle command. The circle command, as the of course the word says circle, it will make circle on any specified radius. Let's say I want to have a circle on the radius of 200 mm. Then yeah, so I'll this is a circle of 200 mm right over here. Correct. So this also has like six options to be made. As you can see right over here, there are six options that you can make a circle from. This was the default and the most common used circle command, which is from the radius that you specify radius and a circle is made. Okay, so this is that simple command, and let's go on to the next command, which is the arc command. Arc, as the word suggests, it is the It is the arc tool that creates arcs, however whatever we want. Let's say you want to make an arc on a wall, so turn on the ortho. I will just make a wall over here, and I will connect it right over here. And let's say I want to make a arc on this one. So what will I do is I'll select the arc tool, I'll select the midpoint, I'll turn off the ortho, and I will select the midpoint, and then I will select the endpoint. So that's how arc can be just made. And let's say you want to make this all joint. Okay, so that you have to do with the command of J enter, which is the join command. Then this will become fully joined. So this is what the main R command is. So R command also has this all set of options that you can make an arc with whatever dimensions that we have on our software. You can make the arc on whatever thing you want. So this was all for the arc command. So this things that you want to, if you want to learn that how many types of circles and all can be made, I've made a whole specific video on that, and also on the arcs of this options, that how can you make that. So you can go check it out on my channel. Right now I'm specifically focusing on basics of AutoCAD. So I'll just let you understand and learn and teach you the basics and the default commands that are there on AutoCAD, that you can you can qualify as a draftsman if you know all these things, which are very simple, and you can learn it from my, let's say, I don't know, 20-25 minute video of this, which I'm going to cover the draw option, which is right over here, this much. And the next videos will contain this all options of these things, and then this all things. It is it is going to be a full crash course of AutoCAD. So yeah, why not? Let's get on to it. So the next command is right now, which we have it over here as small rectangle, is the, of course, the rectangle command. So from the rectangle command, you can directly make a rectangle by just specifying the length and breadth of the rectangle, and you can make it however you want it. As you can see, the shortcut for this is REC, enter, and then you have to specify the first corner, and then you have to specify the second corner. You can also specify the area, dimension, rotation, whatever you want from these three options. You can always do your own permutations and combinations, but this is what the basic of rectangle tool is. And this also has two options, which is rectangle and a polygon. And what does a polygon do? That you have to enter the number of sides that you want to make. Let's say I want to make seven sides, and I press enter. Then in polygon you don't have to specify the corner, but in the polygon you have to specify the center and inscribed in the circle or circumference of the circle, right? So let's go with inscribed in the circle. So as you can see it over here, that a polygon with seven side is been made, which is known as a heptagon, if I'm not wrong. Correct. So heptagon has been made. You can make of any shape, sizes that you want, and this was all for the rectangle command. Next command that we have is the center command, with which we can make three things, which is ellipse, axis with the end, and a elliptical arc. So with this you have to specify a center, and you have to specify the axis. If you want to specify a specific x or y axis, then you have to turn on the ortho again, and you have to specify the length of it. From there, then you have to specify the thickness or the height. If I explain you in a very layman language, that you have, first you have to specify from the center, which is right over here, and then you have to specify its radius length, and then its height length right over here. So by this two points, you can make this ellipse right over here, which I've made, which is also very simple. And yeah, that's all for this command. Next is the hatch command, is which is very important in AutoCAD. in the hatch command you have several options of hatch that you can do. Like for walking drawing, you have bricks, you have concrete, you have sand, you have boxes, you have brass, you have dots, you also have glass. Then you have this gradient things, then you have gravel, stones, lines, plasters, and whatnot. This all options are there available in default type in AutoCAD. So what the hatch command do is, let's say this is my home, just that this is my home, and this is my first level, and this long is my swimming pool which is on the rooftop. So I want to specify that this is my swimming pool, then I'll select a color which is blue, and I'll hatch this part as a swimming pool. You can also um, control the transparency of this hatch. So for now, in default it will be 0. I had edited it for my own use. And if you want to show that this is my lower ground floor, then you will select a different color, let's say a light gray color, and you will hatch it right over here. So as you can see, the hatch command is basically a fill command, which is used in AutoCAD, and mostly generally used by architects and draftsmen to show the areas or the zones right over here. So more in the draw command, which comes in the basics of AutoCAD, is the SP line command right over here. So So the next command in line is the SP line command, which, as you can see right over here in the drawing, that it makes a wavy line by giving it points. So let's say I want to make a line over here, then I want to point over here, then I want to make a curve. Then let's go down, then let's go up, down, up. Let's say we can come back over here, and in any angle, in any curve that you want to make the line, you can make this line from the sp line command, which is whose shortcut command is spl enter. And you can create any kind of wave. Let's say you want to make a wave, or you want to specify a water body in your section, then also you can make a wave right over here. You can also edit this lines from it points which are available right over here. You can also kind of trim things, and you can also extend it from here you using this command, that you can fit control over the vortices and things like that. So this is what the basic thing you can do with the SP line is this. Then the second that we have in line is the second SP line command, but the twist is that this SP line is from the points that you specify, which is right over here. Let's say specify this point. Then this is going to be your control vertex, and then you can create a more curvy line with this with the help of this. Correct. But what happens then that with this command, when you want to edit this thing, that with it becomes a bit difficult, because you have to then control, then you have to change like all the points which is right over here. But this command gives you a right to make it a more wavy and more smoother curve lines, which is like good. But yeah, this is what the basic of this command is. The second line is by creating an and infinite line in any direction, in any axis that you want. So this clearly helps in making a section of any floor plan that you are making. So just by selecting the command x line, whose yeah sorry the shortcut for this is x line, then you have to specify the axis. Let's say this, let's say I'm going with a y axis or an x axis. Then just we have to do is that just give it a point and specify the axis. It will create and infinite line in the AutoCAD software, that you can that can be used as the guidelines or the show lines for your plans and your sections. So yeah, this was all for the extend command. Then we have a array. So for this you have to specify the starting point and its end point will be infinite. So the difference between the x line and the ray is that this has one starting point which is right over here and not on both the sides, but this have through and throughout the axis infinite line, but this will have a point and the other side will be infinite. So you can also take this ray line in your consideration if you want to check your sections, elevations, things like that. And the next is not so useful command but a point command. If you want to specify let's say a tree or something in your side and you just want to place one point. So in that, this point command is comes in action. So as you can see, the points right over here can also be customized by sizes in property, but that is more advanced. So for right now, the basics of AutoCAD, I will not go in that detail, but this is what you can do with the point command in AutoCAD. So the next line is the divide command, which is right over here. So for this, that let's say I want to divide, let's say this line in three segments. So I'll type three. So this line now will be in equal parts in three segments, and from that lines that you can have three equal parts and you can draw whatever you want from that. So this line is now in three equal parts. So this is what the divide command do in AutoCAD. So yeah, continuing with our basics of dimensions, then we have is this measure command, which is the most useful, of course, for working drawings also and things like that. So this command, when you select any line or object over here, it will measure the length of it, which says right over here, which he told it right over here. So as we did in the measure command, the next command that comes in line is the helix command. These three commands are kind of in advanced version, or you are using AutoCAD like for great stuff and too much, then this three commands will come in use. I'll teach it in the advanced parts of it, like maybe it will come in the fifth or sixth part of this series. But yeah, I'll teach that also. But for now, for the basics of AutoCAD, next command that comes in line is the helix command, which is right over here. So this helix command, what it does, it creates a spiral coil type of structure, which is right as you can see it over here. So you can take help of this command and you can like do the landscaping or even a concept diagram, your plans, anything that you are doing for that. So this is what helix command takes care of. The next command in line is the donut command. As the command the name says, the donut command. What it does is that you have to specify the inside diameter of the donut. Just place the door or nuts that wherever you want to place this. Also you can make use in the landscape or anywhere you want. So this is all for it. And the last but not the least is the revision command, which is right over here. It will specify the so this command is like used in your big plans and structure that you want to give a revision in. Let's say I don't want this pool, which is right over here. Revision cloud is the software that I don't want it right over here. Then I just create a big cloud on this and I just type it that I don't want this over here. So this is used in the bigger parts of AutoCAD, which I will teach you in the next parts. So that's it for this video. I'm going to keep it crisp and short and as crash as possible. So yeah, thank you for watching and share it with someone who may need it. Thank you.